All right, speaking of the BET Awards, there seems to be trouble in paradise between a celebrity couple, Lil Uzi Vert and JT. Take a look. All right, apparently JT was upset with that Lil Uzi was fanning out over Ice Spice, who was seated right next to him at the award show. What are your thoughts on this mess? I do remember there was a commotion, and I know what it was. Also, Ice Spice posted a photo of herself with Lil Uzi on Instagram, which I was like, are you poking the bear? What you doing? Oh, let's go to you first, Q. What do you think, Q?
Listen, Ice Spice was definitely poking the bear. I liked her up until that moment. I don't like her anymore because of it. That was not the moment to do that because you were sitting next to them. So you are privy to whatever that argument was about. We haven't gotten all the details, but it's giving a JT felt jealous / tried / embarrassed about something he did in relation to showing some type of attention and or admiration and affection for Ice Spice, period, hard stop. But there are so many other nuanced conversations that can come out of this. Where is the next day outrage for the domestic violence piece? Okay? Because had this been the other way around, y'all would have been calling for Lil Uzi Vert's head, all right? And y'all love to do this thing about men are not supposed to hit women, and I 100% agree. But where that gets dangerous is when it becomes licensed for women to hit men and expect there to be no reaction. He's a better man than I'll ever be because you wouldn't be able to hit me like that in public, especially with no device, and not get hit back. I personally don't possess the maturity or the level of restraint to sit there and take what he did. But I want to know, where's the outrage?
Yeah, well, you know, we're not going to get that. We're kind of far away from that. We're behind when it comes to that. I will say that. Al, what do you think about this?
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, y'all, did she post about what it was about? And she said that, in fact, it wasn't about Ice Spice. It was more about the fact that when she got to the seat, she didn't have a seat, but her man was seated, but where was her seat? So, I mean, I could see how she probably took that as some type of little slight, not paying attention to her, kind of pissed her off. They were probably fighting about something else before they got there. But I will have to say this. If I'm dating you and we're going to an awards and you know we're supposed to be seated together, when I get to my seat and I don't have a seat, oh, something's about to go down. And especially if you're over there flirting with somebody who then posted on the gram, nah, this ain't going to work out well.
I don't believe this was about a seat at all.
I don't either. And he's not the usher.
There's so many seat fillers at the BET Awards. Let me tell you something. They every year say it's full. It's sold out. It's not. Okay. There's hundreds of seat fillers that are hired. You know how they're seat fillers? They have a wristband on. Okay. So if it's your seat, you go, hey, that's my seat. And the seat filler is trained. They know they have to get up and go. Right. And there was plenty of seats. I do think this was an alibi, which you got to say something, you know, you do. I think it'd be a little less easy to believe if Ice Spice didn't go and do what appears to be poking the bear. Now, if I knew there was an issue and my name was involved in it, I would have taken a picture with them as a couple to show it's all good with me. And I would put the girl in the middle, not the man, because they'll crop the girl out and you'll end up, this has happened to me before, and it makes you look like, you know, it just gives the story validity. So Ice Spice, you are new in the game. A lot of people are feeling you. The kids love you. Please don't mess it up because getting caught up in something like this, because you don't want to make enemies this early on in the game, because you know, people are they're feeling you. They are feeling you. You know, they are feeling you. So, and I do know that her name was mentioned in the Lil Uzi Vert song. Mm-hmm. But apparently the lyric was, I got a dope wife or something like that. She has a short fro like Ice Spice. Mm-hmm. Something like that. All right. Mm-hmm. We kind of too old for this at this point.